Dust off your roller skates and grab the biggest mallet you can find, because today we're unboxing Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. I'm Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition. Thank you for joining me for this figure review of Harley Quinn, and this is the movie version from Birds of Prey, or The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I really enjoyed that movie. The attire depicted on this figure is from the very end of the movie, where she's on her skates behind the car and she's trying to save the kid, and Black Mask is there, and it's a great blow-off. But conspicuous by its absence on this figure is a grilled egg sandwich, or egg and cheese sandwich, whatever it is she has. That's the one little thing that I thought we'd get in this that we never did. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because this is a new channel, we're growing, and if we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can start doing some really cool shit on here, so I look forward to that. Having a look at the packaging on this one, I mean, it's a SH Figuarts figure, and I don't have many of these. In fact, the only one I've opened up to this point is Professor Snape. And I know that they're smaller and they weigh very little, but this is my first sort of superhero themed SH Figuarts figure, and the box is so tiny. It's really small, but it's got great artwork on it. There's no blurb on there, just some pictures of the figures and the accessories on the back, which they actually do a really good job of it. But it's a very cute little box, I must admit. So my first impression of this figure straight out the box is, first of all, just how small and light it is. It feels paper. It feels like a piece of paper. It's so light, and that does have a bit of a negative impact on the posing, which we'll talk about in a bit. But I mean, looking at it though, visually, the quality of an SH Figuarts face scan, from my experience so far, actually, I have opened Captain Marvel in anticipation of this, we'll talk about her, but Harley Quinn's faces look absolutely perfect. They all look exactly like Margot Robbie. You can't really go wrong with the appearance of this. The skin looks a little bit milky, but the tattoos and everything are nice and crisp, and all the paint application and everything on here is amazing. The gold of the overalls really pops. It's a nice sort of reflective gold. Contrasts really well with the matte finish on the singlet and, you know, the kind of lighter gloss on the skin. I can't see anything that even remotely looks like a blemish in terms of paintwork. I think this might be perfect. Even the face and all the tattoos, they all just look absolutely spot on. So no complaints about the paintwork at all. Now, the articulation is where this figure gets really interesting, because this has got like drop down shoulders. It's got, I don't know if it has drop down hips, but the hips have a lot of movement in there, maybe a little bit too much, and it does sort of break the hip joint away from the crotch piece with her belt and everything on it, with the zipper on there, I should say. But all the articulation feels really tight. There's nothing loose on this figure, which is always, you know, good to see. Getting the shoes off and on and swapping them with the skates, there's no problem with that. The head pops off perfectly. It does have one set of pigtails across 3 heads, so the pigtails actually pull out, and you have to replace that when you replace the head, which is a little bit annoying. But overall, the articulation of this is way superior to your average, like, Marvel Legends. Marvel's getting up there now, but to compare it with that, I mean, you know, there is no comparison at the moment. You can get so much life and like energy and emotion out of the just very subtle different articulation that SH Figuarts gives you with this. She comes with 8 hands. She has her gripping hands for the mallet. She's got a couple of hands with lollipops in them, and some various open hands as well. 3 head sculpts come with this one. There's the smiling face with the teeth. There's the smiling face that's got the mouth open, and then there is the another lollipop face. So triple lollipops if you want. And she also comes with roller skates and boots, which I think I prefer the roller skates, because these figures, and we'll talk about this in a moment, they're so light and the feet are so small, so it kind of counteracts each other. But let's just talk about the Tarantino test with this one right now, because like I say, the figure is light. The having the roller skates on there really gives you a decent base on there. you can get a pretty decent pose with the boots as well. Again, it's not a very top-heavy figure. That's what kind of balances it out. But the feet are very, very small, and I don't know. I don't know if it passes the Tarantino test. Personally, it is a little bit tricky to try and get it to pose sometimes, and there's no little hole on the bottom of the feet either, so the feet could be better on this, but again, it's not a huge problem because the figure just doesn't weigh anything. So my final thoughts are that I really like this one. It makes me want to get a really unusual SH Figuarts collection, like a Harley Quinn. I just also picked up Captain Marvel, which there'll be a review of that coming up soon as well. I've got Professor Snape. I just bought my missus Sailor Moon SH Figuarts, just because I really want to see what that actually looks like. And she loves Sailor Moon as well. I found out which of her favorites she wanted, and that's what it is. So I'm digging this, and I think it is going to be shelf-worthy. I think I can definitely make room for a little SH Figuarts, like a little area on my shelf. The fact that there's such a smaller scale definitely kind of sucks. I wish they could make these to the same scale as like Marvel Legend, because that would just be absolutely perfect. But they definitely do their own thing in terms of scale. Definitely shelf-worthy, kind of lukewarm on the Tarantino test. That is my review of the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn from SH Figuarts. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Give me any feedback you want to on these videos as well. I appreciate any kind of feedback from you guys. I want to make sure that the format and everything looks really good. That's why I'm a little guy down here during the thing, and you can see all the photos up there. So I hope that works for you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your figs. See you in the next video. Peace!